Okay, so shall we start the lecture? Can you guys see the slide and can you guys hear me?
Yes, madam.
Okay, so we will start today lecture. So today we are doing the algebra section. So under the algebra section, we will first talk about the simultaneous equations. In here, the simultaneous equation, we have done this in the foundation time also. What is simultaneous equation? A simple equation has only one unknown. If there are two unknown quantities, we need two equations to find the values of them. There are three methods to solve the simultaneous linear equations. The first one method is by graphically we can solve them, and also the second one is by elimination, and also by substitution we can solve the simultaneous equation. So simultaneous equation, so we know the simple equation we need when we are having a one unknown. That means when we are having one unknown like x, this is a simple equation. Here we don't know only the x value. So that is a simple equation, and there we don't know only the x1. But in the simultaneous equations mean we are having two unknown quantities. So therefore we need two equations. That means x plus y is equal to 4 and x minus 2y is equal to 6. So likewise, here we don't know the x value and y value. So there are two unknowns quantities in here. So to solve like these equations, these are the simultaneous equations. So like this equation, we can solve by three methods. Using three methods, we can solve this by graphically by drawing the graphs. We can find the x and the y values, and by eliminations, and also by substitution. Substitute the value for the x, y. So these are the three methods we can solve the simultaneous linear equations. So we will first talk about the graphically one, but how we solve in the simultaneous equations. Okay, so the first method is graphically. Here we are starting with the example question. So here our question is solve the simultaneous equations y equals x plus 4 and y equals 2x plus 7 using the graph. Okay, so I include the graph in the next slide. So here they are giving us two simultaneous equations. I consider this as our first equation and this is our second equation. So our first equation is y equals x plus 4. And our second one is y equals 2x plus 7. So now we have to graphically show these two equations. So how can we draw this y equals x plus 4 and y equals 2x plus 7? First, we have to develop the table. That means, so I show you guys, I first consider this y equals x plus 4 equation. So I develop a table. Sorry. So I develop a table x and y. So I take some example value for the x and apply that value for our equation, and then I calculate the y value, and using those coordinates x and y coordinates, I draw the line in here in our graph. And likewise for our second equation y equals 2x plus 7, I develop another x and y table and get some example values for the x And then using the equation, I get the value for the y. And then I draw the equation, the line in graphically in this figure. So then we are finding what are their intersect sections, that they are crossing points. Okay, so that's the idea. So here we will develop the table for y equals x plus 4. So I take the values for x as for -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, and 0, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So we will start with okay. So I take the x value from the range -4 to +4. So this is the equation I am considering. So tell me for these x value, what are the y values we are getting? I'm sorry. So when x equals -4, what is the y value we are getting? X equals -4, what is the y value we are getting?
Zero, madam.
Yes, 0 we are getting. So here y equals x plus 4. So here we are applying x value as -4. So -4 plus 4 and it is 0. So the 0 value for our y. And when our x value is -3, we are applying -3 and plus 4. So that is mean y our value is 1. So then -2, we are getting +2. So likewise, we can develop the table. Okay, so when -1, it is 3. And when x is 0, y value is 4. And when our x value is 1, our y value is 5. When 2, it is 6. And for 3, y is 7. And this is 8. Okay, so this is our table for our y equals x plus 4. And again, that is for our equation 1. And for the equation 2, y equals 2x plus 7. So I again develop a table like this for y equals 2x plus 7. Okay, so here you can try the question. So here also I am getting the range for -4 to +4. So give me the answer for the y values. I am taking the range -4 to +4. Give me the answers for the y. Okay, so when equals -4, what is the y value? When x equals -4, what is the y value we are getting? Can somebody answer me?
-1.
-1, yeah. Here -1. So for -3, when x equals -3, what is the y value?
1.
Yeah, 1. Okay, so here this is the idea. Okay, if anyone didn't get the... So here y equals 2x plus 7. We are here considering the equation. So I'm asking when x equals, we will check for the minus 2, okay? So our when x is minus 2, what is our y value? So this is my question. So our equation is y equals 2x plus 7. So I apply x the value as minus 2. So 2 into minus 2 and plus 7. So here 2 into minus 2 is minus 4 and plus 7. So that is plus 3. So our answer is when x equals minus 2, our y value is 3. So that means the coordinator is minus 2 and plus 3. So here when x equals minus 2, we are getting our y value as 3. Okay, so likewise, when our x equals minus 1, what is the y value?
5.
5. Okay. So here for 0, we are getting the value 7. And for 1, it is 11. And for 2, 13. And for 6 plus 7. And for
Madam, x plus 1, 9.
yeah, here 15. Sorry. So here, yeah, here when our x is 1, so 7 plus 2 is 9. And here 7 plus 4 is 11. 7 plus 6 is 13. And here 15. Yeah. The table is correct now, right? The values, are they okay?
Yes, madam.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so then now we got our x and y values. So that means we are having the coordinates. So now we can, using these data, we can draw the graph in our here. We can draw the y equals x plus 4 and our y equals 2x plus 7. Okay. So the we do the y equals x plus 4. Okay. So that means here I'm using these data. So whenever x is minus 4, y is 0. So I draw these points. Okay. So minus 4. This is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. Okay, so here x-axis, y-axis, x-axis and here the origin. So for the y equals x plus 4, for minus 4, when x is minus 4, our y value is 0. So here this is our 1 point. And when our x is minus 3, the value we are get for y is 1. Okay, so when x is minus 2, our value is plus 2. And when x is minus 1, our y value is plus 3. Okay, so when x is 0, y value is 4. And x is 1, y value is 5. And x is 2, y value is 6. And for 3, it is 7. And 4, it is 8. Okay. So then, we can join this point and draw the line. Okay. So this is a straight line and here our equation is y equals x plus 4. Okay. So then we can draw our line for the y equals 2x plus 7. for the second one, okay, so y equals 2x plus 7 when x is minus 4 and our value is minus 1. Okay, so here minus 3 it is 1. Okay, the same point we are having here. And for minus 2 it is plus 3. Okay, plus 3. For minus 2 it is 3, minus 1 it is 5, and 0, 7, and for 1 it is 9. Okay. Okay, so likewise, now I will join the lines, points. Okay, so then this line is y equals 2x plus 7. Okay. So when we are drawing the two lines, we saw one point is there. We are having the same values. They are crossing each other. So in that point, what is the x value? Our x value is minus 3. And what is the y value? It is plus 1. So our x value is minus 3 and our y value is 1. So these are the values we are getting for these two simultaneous equations. So here the y equals x plus 4 and for the y equals 2x plus 7, when we solve these simultaneous equation by graphically, the points they are cutting is the values for them. So that we are having the same value for the minus 3 and 1 for y equals x plus 4. When x equals minus 3, their y value is 1. And for the second one, y equals 2x plus 7. When x is minus 3, their also y value is 1. So these two having the same value when our x equals minus 3. So when solving these two equations, our x value is minus 3 and our y value is 1. So likewise, using the graph, we can solve the simultaneous equations. Okay. So if anyone having doubt, please ask. Okay, so then shall we try this question? This is also using the graphically you have to do. So the first question is x plus y equals 4 and for x minus y is 1. So here we can make this is for the y equals minus x plus 4 and this equations y equals 4x minus 1. So develop a table for these two equations and draw on the graph and tell me what are the solve values for the x, what are the values you are getting for the x and y. First develop a table.
Madam, my range කොච්චරක්ද?
You can decide it. Here, wait. Here also let's get from -4 to +4. It's okay even if you reduce the range, it's okay. For the easiness, I said we will take from the -4 to +4. Okay, so here I developed the two table for y equals -x plus 4 and for the y equals 4x plus 1. So I take the range as -4 to +4. So here I am first considering the y equals -x plus 4. So here I am taking x as minus 4 and going to find out our y value. So here y equals minus x. Minus into our x value is minus 4 and plus 4. So here minus into minus, it is plus 4 plus 4. So then dy is 8. So then for the minus 3, it is plus 3 plus 4 plus here minus into minus 3 is plus 3 and plus 4, it is 7. And for the minus 2, it is plus 2 and 4, it is 6. Minus 1 into minus plus 1 and plus 4, it is 5. And 0, it is 4. And here 1, when 1, plus minus 1 plus 4. Minus 1. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So when x equals 1, our y value is minus 1 plus 4 and it is 3. And here we are getting the value 2. When x is 3, it is 1. And when x equals 4, it is 0. Okay, so likewise, we can develop the table for our equation 1, y equals minus x plus 4. Okay, so did you guys get these answers or any changes there? Is my answers are okay? For the table 1, for the y equals minus x plus 4, is the table is right? The values?
Right, madam.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to the table 2, y equals 4x minus 1. Okay, so here, so my equation y equals 4x minus 1. So first I am taking the minus 4. So when x equals minus 4, y equals 4 into minus 4 and minus 1. So 4 into minus 4, it is minus 16 and minus 1, it is minus 17. Okay, so the first one I am getting minus 17. And for the minus 3, it is minus 12, minus 1 and minus 13. And for minus 2, it is minus 8, minus 9. And minus 5, 0, minus 1. And here for the 1, when x equals 1, y equals 4 into 1 minus 1. 4 minus 1 and it is 3. Okay, so here we are getting the value 3 and here.
Then Devani.
Okay.
Kujan mic go for
Okay, so I developed the table for the second one, y equals 4x minus 1. So I got the values as minus 17, minus 13, minus 9, minus 5. So likewise, I got these values. So if there any change or the table is okay. Is the table is right? The values?
Right, madam.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so then as the next step, so I'm going to draw these points, point out. So here this is my x-axis. So this is my y-axis and the origin. So I first draw the y equals minus x plus 4. So when our x value is minus 4, I got the y value as 8. And for the minus 3, I got it as 7. So here. And for the minus 2, it is 6. And for the minus 1, it is 5. And for 0, it is 4. And for 1, it is 3. And for 2, it is the value 2. And for the 3, it is 1. And 4, it is 0. Okay. Okay, so likewise, I can draw the line. So this is, sorry, got a little bit away. So here, this one is for y equals minus x plus 4. Okay, so I'm going to for the second one. Now a little bit okay. Okay, so here this is for y equals minus x plus 4. And now I'm going to draw for the second equation, y equals 4x minus 1. Okay, so here minus 1, it is 17. So I don't have that value. So I am taking the value I am having. Okay, minus 4. I don't have minus 17. Minus 13 is also not there. Minus 2, minus 9. And minus 1, it is minus 5. Okay, then minus 1. For 0, minus 1. And for the 1, it is 3. Okay, so we are having same value in here. So for 2, 1, it is 3. I'm sorry. So here, 1, 3. And for 2, it is 7. And for 3, it is 11 somewhere here. Okay, so I draw the line. Okay. Okay, so here y equals 4x minus 1. So at this point, if we are having the same value, so we can tell the values for our x is 1 and for our y value is 3. X is 1 and our y value is 3. Okay, so likewise, we can solve these equations, two equations by using graphically. Okay, so if anyone having doubt from this method, do you guys have any doubt in this method, method 1? Is there any change in the values? X is 1 and y equals 3. Did you guys get the answer? One has put the in the chat box. Okay, so that is x1, y3. Did you guys got the answers? Okay, so hope you guys got the answer for this question. So the answer is x is 1 and y is 3. Okay. So I move to the second method. So that is by elimination. So sorry. Elimination is the most popular method of solve into linear equation. First, equalize the number of x or y in each equation and then eliminating them by either adding or subtracting the two equations as appropriate. So here this is our second method, the elimination. In Sinhala ivat kirima. So here how we eliminate this? We are first equalizing the number of x and y. So so if we take two examples, 2x minus 3y is 1 and x minus 5y is 3. Okay, so these are my two equations. So here how we eliminate. So in our equation 1 and here this is 2. So here in equation 1 we are having 2x and our second equation we are having 1x. And in the first equation we are having 3y and here 5y. So here by elimination we are doing first we equalize the number of x or y in each equation. So that means by equalizing x or y and then we can remove the x or y by adding or subtracting. So here in this is very much easy if we consider for the x1. So here in the equation 1 we are having 2x and for the second one equation we are having x. So we can equalize the number of x. How can we equalize the number of x? By the second equation we multiply by 2. So we can write this second equation as multiplied by 2, it is 2x minus 10y is equal to 6. So then I take this is as my third equation. By considering the equation number 1 and equation number 3, we can subtracting the third equation, then we are removing our x values. So then only y is the unknown one. We can get the answer for the y. So that is the method of elimination. Okay, so if you guys have any doubt, please ask. Or then I will proceed. So this is the question 1 for the elimination. So here they are giving us two equations, x plus y equals 4. And I take this as first equation. And the second equation is 4x minus y is equal to 1. So do this question by elimination. So first check the value, the x and y, and then they equalize x or y and then remove it and find the value of the unknowns. So do the question by elimination and give me the values for the x and y. Okay, so we are getting an answer. X is 1 and Y is 3. So how about the others? Okay, so everyone say like X is 1 and Y value is 3. Okay. Okay, so if we check our equation, so our first equation is x plus y is 4 and our second one is 4x minus y is 1. So in the first equation, we are having 1x and 1y, and the second one we are having 4, and for the second one we are having minus 1. So simply in here, we can remove the y values by adding our first equation to the second equation. So I will write the left hand side. This is x plus y from the equation 1 and plus this is my second equation left hand side rx minus 1. So I write the right hand side 4 plus 1. Okay, so here plus y and here minus 5. So it's removing. So we are having x plus 4x. It is 5x and here the right hand side also 5. So x equals 5 divided by 5. The value is 1. Okay, so then now we found the value for the x. Then we can substitute our x equals 1 value for any equation. So I apply that value for the equation 1. So from equation 1, so x plus y equals 4. So my x value is 1, y is unknown, it is equal to 4. So y equals 4 minus 1, so the y value is 3. So likewise, by elimination, we can find our unknown values. Okay, so the answer x is 1 and y is 3. Okay, so any different answers? No, right? Okay, so then let's move to our other question. So here, the equations 2x plus 3y is 9 and x minus 2y equals 1. So by eliminating, find the values for the x and y. Okay, so here we are having answer x is 3 and y is 1. Okay, let's see. So here in the equation we are having 2x and 3y, and the second one it is x and minus 2y. Okay, so I will multiply the second equation by 2. So here left hand side multiplication by 2, 2 into x minus 2y and 2 into 1. So then I get 2x minus 4y, it is equal to 4. 2. So I take this is as my equation 3. So then here 2x 3y and here 2x minus 4y. So I write 1 minus 3 equation. First equation minus third equation. So the left hand side 2x plus 3y minus 2x minus 4y, it is equal to 9 minus 2. So here 2x plus 3y minus 2x minus into minus 4y, it is plus 4y, and here this is 7. So 2x minus 2x are cutting, and here 3y, 4y, 7y. 7y is 7, y equals 1. Okay, so we now found one unknown, y. Then we will get the value for the x. So I apply this y equals 1 for my second equation. So second equation is x minus 2y equal to 1. Y is x equals 1 plus 2y. So 1, 2 into 1. 1 plus 2, and our x value is 3. So our x value is 3 and y is 1. Okay, so then let's check. Yeah. Y is 1, x is 3. Yeah, okay. So that question is okay. So that is our second method. And now we are going to our third one. Third method, it is substitution. To use this method, arrange one of the equation to make either x or y subject to the equation, and then substitute the result to the other equation. So substitution means adesha kirima. So here our third method is the substitution. So here, so we make one equation arrangement to either for x or y, and then substitute the result. So that means I get an example, the equation 1 as x minus 2y equals 4 and 2x minus 4, 8y is 1. So this is my equation 1 and equation 2. So I prepare x, I get the first equation, and then I arrange one of the equation to make either x or y. So I make it for y, x. So my equation 1 is x minus 2y equals 4. So I can write the x as 4 plus 2y. So I apply this, substitute this x value for one second equation. So I write the second equation 2x. So here we put the x as 4 plus 2y minus 8y is 1. So here the only unknown we are having is y. So then by solving we can get the value for the y. So that is the substitution. Okay. We will move to the question. So here the question is x plus y equals 4 and 4x minus y is equal to 1. So using the substitution method, find the value for the x and y and tell me. you have to do this, solve this question by substitution. I took the equation 1 as x plus y is equal to 4 and the second equation as 4x minus y is equal to 1. Tell me the value for the x and y. So here we are getting answer x1, y3. x1, y3, x1, y3. Okay, so we will check. So the equation 1, x plus y equals 4. And the second one, 4x minus y is 1. Okay. So here the equation. Okay, so from the second equation, I write for the 1 for the y. This one. So I take y as 4x minus 1. So I apply that 1 to the first equation. So x plus y is 4x minus 1. It is equal to 4. And x 4x minus 1, 4. So here 5x and 4 plus 1, 5x equal to 5 and the x equal to 1. So then I apply the y. I am going to get the y value. Y is 4x minus 1. So y is 4 into x is 1. 4 into 1 minus 1. So y is 4 minus 1 and it is 3. So x value is 1, y value is 3. So let me check. Yeah. Y is 3, x is 1. Okay. So we got the answer. Okay. So that is question 1 by substitution. Okay. So this is the second one. Equation is 2x plus 3y. It is equal to 9. I take that as equation 1. And the second one, x minus 2y is 1. Okay, so give me the value for the x and y. Okay, so values you are giving is y1, x3, y1, x3. Okay, so let's check. So the equation 1, 2x plus 3y is 9 and x is minus 2y. So I'm considering the second equation, x minus 2y equal 1. So x is 1 plus 2y. So from the equation 1, 2x plus 3y is 9. So 2, we can apply 1 plus 2y plus 3y is 9. And here 2 and again plus 4y and 3y is 9. So here 7y is equal to 7 and our y value is 1. Okay, so now we found the value for the y and the x is 1 plus 2y. X can be written 1 plus 2 into 1. So 1 plus 2, that means our x value is 3. Okay, so in this equation 1 and 2, by substituting, we got the values, our x as 3 and our y is 1. Okay. Okay, so that's how we are using these three methods. And then now we are going to talk about the quadratic equation. So before going to that, if anyone having doubt in those three methods, any different answers you have got? Anything? Do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts or even shall we proceed? Okay. If you guys don't have any doubt, if you guys have any doubt, please ask, okay? Okay, so as we move forward, so the second thing we are doing today is the quadratic equations. Vargaja Samikarana. Okay, quadratic equations. So an algebraic equation of the second degree is written in general form as ax square plus bx plus c. So this is, we call it as a quadratic equation of x. So what is quadratic equation? Sorry. So here in this algebra equation, we are having second degree. The value for the x, the maximum one is the second degree. The maximum power the x having is 2. So here this is a quadratic equation of x. Ax square plus bx plus c. So this is the general form we are writing. So if we write ay square plus cy plus d is equal to 0. So this is also a quadratic equation of y. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation. The maximum power the y is having is 2. So here 1 and here no y value. Okay, so that is a quadratic equation. So these are some examples for the quadratic equations. So here the first one, 7x square plus 2x plus 5 is a 0. So that is the maximum power the x1 having is 2. Okay, and again 5 divided by 2x square plus half x plus 1 is 0. So x square maximum is x square. And 3x square minus x is 0. Even it's not having a constant, it's okay. The maximum x1 is the x square, so that is a quadratic equation. And here x square plus half is equal to 0. In here we don't have any x numbers, but the maximum quadratic equation we are having is x square. And again the example, root 2 x square plus 7x equals 0. Okay, so these are some examples for the quadratic equation. So all of these are the quadratic equations. They are having the maximum x square can be a positive, and a half value can be, and constant without constant, and without x values, and again without the constant value, and also the root values can be have. Okay, so these all are quadratic equations. Okay. So then now we are considering the roots of a quadratic equations. වර්ගජ සමීකරණයක මූල. So here we are talking about the roots of a quadratic equation. So here we are considering the general form of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The value which we substitute for the variable in an equation satisfies it, then it is called as a root of the quadratic equation. So here in this quadratic equation, the variable, the unknown one is the x. Here the x is the variable value, variable one in this equation. So when we apply value for the x, when we substitute the values, when we are having a x square plus bx plus 0, when we are applying the x value for this part, and for one value, if we get the 0 value, that means the equation satisfied it, then it is a root of the quadratic equation. අපි මේ consider කරන x වර්ගය ධන bx ධන c කියන equation එකේ අපි මූලයක් කියන්නේ අපි මෙතන අපේ x කියන එකේනා තමයි අපි නොදන්න පදේ. අපි x වලට අපි ආදේශ කරන අගය අනුව මෙතන x වර්ගය ධන bx ධන c කියන එකේනාගේ value එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. Example එකක් ගත්තොත් අපි 9x වර්ගය ධන 4x ධන 3 කියන එක ගත්තොත් මෙතන අපි x සමානයි 1ේදී අපිට හම්බ වෙන එක value එකක්, x සමානයි 0ේදී අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා තව value එකක්, x සමානයි ඍණ 1ේදී අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා තව value එකක්. හැබැයි අපි මේ 0ේදී හරි මොකක් හරි value එකක් අපි apply කරාම අපිට 9x වර්ගය ධන 4x ධන 3 කියන එකේ නා බිඳුවට සමාන වෙනවා නම් අන්න ඒ x value එක තමයි අපි මේ root එක මේ equation එකේ මේ quadratic equation එකේ මේ වර්ග සමීකරණයේ මූලයක් නැත්නම් root එකක් විදිහට හඳුන්වන්නේ. ඒ idea එක තමයි මෙතන දෙන්නේ the value which when substitute for the variable in the equation and equation satisfied it, then it is called as a root of the quadratic equation. So when we substitute the value for the our variable x value, and we are getting a 0 value for this part after we apply the variable, and that means that value is the root of the quadratic equation. Okay, so we will, okay. Okay, so simply, if alpha be one of the root of the below quadratic equation, so the equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. In other words, x ऋण alpha is a factor for this equation. So when alpha is a one root, when we apply x is equal to alpha, then a alpha square plus b alpha plus c, this is going to be 0. That's why alpha is a root of this equation. When x is alpha, the value is 0. For the a alpha square plus b alpha is c. And therefore, another way we can write x minus alpha is a factor of this equation. සාධකයක් වෙනවා. That is the idea of the root of a quadratic equation. Okay. So if you guys have any doubt, please ask. Okay. So here, unmute and answer. Even you can use the chat box. It's okay. Okay, so here I am considering an example x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. So tell me, when our x equals 0, what is the value we are getting for this? X square plus x minus 6. I take this as y. So what is the y value we are getting? When our x is 0, what is the y value? Y, I take it as x square plus x minus 6. Guys, tell me, what is the value for the y when x equals 0? Minus 6. Yeah. That means I consider x square plus x minus 6. So I apply, here the variable is x. I apply x value is 0. So 0 square plus 0 minus 6. So 0 plus 0 minus 6. So that value is minus 6. Okay. Okay, so that cannot be a root of this equation. So when x equals 1, what is the y value we are getting? Can somebody answer me? When x equals 1, what is the y value we are getting? That means x square plus x minus 6. What is the value we are getting? Minus 4. Yeah. 1 square is 1 plus 1, it is 2 minus 6 is minus 4. Yeah, minus 4. So that cannot be a again rule because we didn't get a 0. Okay, so when x equals 2, what is the value we are getting for our y? When x equals 2, what is the y value? Okay, y is 0. Okay, so here we will check this. I'm asking when x equals 2. Okay, y. So 2 square plus 2 minus 6. 2 square is 4 plus 2 minus 6. So here 6 minus 6. Yeah, here we are getting 0. So x equals 2 is a root. In other words, x minus 2 is a one root, one factor. And when x equals minus 3, what is the value for our y? When x equals minus 3. Okay, so again, and there is a value 6 also there. Okay, so here we will check. So I am applying the minus 3 value. Minus 3 square, minus 3, minus 6. Minus 3 square is minus 3 into minus 3, it is plus 9. And minus 3, minus 6. So here 9 minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. And again we are getting the answer as 0. Okay, so I will give it the idea here. this is something like this. Okay. So I am considering x square plus x minus 6. So I am asking when x equals minus 3, what is the answer for this part? So minus 3 square plus minus 3 and minus 6. Minus 3 square means minus 3 into minus 3. So minus into minus, it is plus, and 3 into 3, it is 9. So minus 3 square, the value is plus 9. And here we are having minus 3 and here minus 6. So again 9 minus 3 minus 6. When adding, it is minus 9. So 9 minus 9 is 0. Okay. So here the value we are getting 0. So that again, this is the x equal minus 3 is also a root of this. X equals 2 also a root. So once again, we can write the factors x minus into minus 3 is plus 3. So in this x square plus x minus 6 equation, our factors are x minus 2 and x plus 3. So those are the factors, and again the roots are x equals 2 and x equals minus 3. Okay. In other words, when we are find the factors, we check the minus 6. What are the factors? That is 3 into 1 or 6 into 1. And the adding should be plus and multiplication should be minus 6. So here 6 into 1 cannot be there. So 3 and 2 should be the factors, but minus and the plus. So here we should be plus 3 and we should be minus 2. So that's how we are writing x plus 3. So that's how we are writing the factors x square plus 3x minus 2x minus 6 is 0. So here we are getting x plus 2, x plus 3 is 0. So the factors we are getting x plus 3, x minus 2 is 0. The same thing we got. So that's the idea about the roots of the quadratic equation. So if you guys have any doubt, please ask, okay? Okay, so here solving quadratic equation by factorization. So here px is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So here a cannot be 0. A is not 0 because if a is 0, so what we are getting? 0 into x square plus bx plus c. So we only have bx plus c. So that is not a quadratic equation. So the maximum power this equation having is power 1. So this is not a quadratic equation. So that is why we say PA is not 0. That is why I am putting something a symbol like this. Okay. So this inequation, if x minus p divided by q and x minus r divided by s are two factors of the quadratic function, then we can write x minus p divided by q into x minus 4 divided by s is 0. And again, if we consider this factor, x minus p divided by q is 0. So then our x is P divided by Q. In the other factor, x minus 4 divided by s is 0. So our x value is r divided by x. So that is the idea on the quadratic equation roots. Okay, so now we are going to, using the factorization method, we are going to solve this quadratic equation. So the equation is 3 root 2x square plus 7x minus 3 root 2 is equal to 0. So tell me what are the values for our x? What are the two values we are getting for this quadratic equation? Using the factorization, you have to get. You have to get the factors for this. So here the question 3 root 2x square plus 7x minus 3 root 2 is equal to 0. So here we have to find the factors for 3 root 2 into minus 3 root 2. And here 3 into 3 is 9 and root 2 into root 2 is 2, and for the 18 we have to check the multiplication should be minus 18 and the summation should be plus 7. So find what are the factors for these. Okay, so let's do the question. So here the equation is 3 root 2 x square plus 7x minus 3 root 2 is equal to 0. So here we have to check 3 root 2 into 3 root 2. It is 3 into 3, it is 9. Root 2 into root 2, it is 2. And here we are getting 9 into 2, it is 18. So the factors should be, multiplication should be minus 18 and the summation should be plus 7. Okay, so 18 we are having the factors as 9 into 2. Or again we can have 6 into 3. Yeah. So again plus 7 we are having. So here 6 by 3 we cannot get the 7. So this is the one. The factors, it is 9 into 2. So summation should be plus. So the maximum one should have plus. And this should be minus. So plus 9 and minus 2. Okay. So we give a try. So 3 root 2 x square plus 9x minus 2x plus 3 root 2, it is equal to 0. So here, considering these two, I can take 3x into the out. So here root 2x and plus 3. Okay. So again, considering this, I can have the minus and I can get the root 2. Okay, so then I have here my root 2x plus 3. This is equal to 0. Okay, so now I can have root 2x plus 3 and my other factor is 3x minus root 2 which is equal to 0. So I take root 2x plus 3 is equal to 0 or 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. So root 2 is equal to minus 3 and x equals minus 3 divided by root 2. And again in this factor our 3x equal to root 2 and our x is root 2 divided by 3. Yeah, so those two values are our root for this equation. So if anyone got the answer, okay, so now you can ask the doubt on this question. අපේ මෙතන equation එක තියෙන්නේ 3යි මූල 2යි x වර්ගයේ ධන 7යි x ඍණ 3යි මූල 2. එතකොට අපි හදන්න ඕනේ අපි මෙතන factors හදාද්දි අපි x square එකේ සංගුණකයයි තව අපේ constant එකයි තමයි අපි consider කරන්නේ. එතකොට අපි 3යි මූල 2 වැඩි කිරීම 3යි මූල 2 ගුණිතය ගන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට අපිට එන්නේ 3 වරක් 3 9යි. මූල 2 වැඩි කිරීම මූල 2 2යි. එතකොට අපිට එනවා 9 වරක් 2 18යි. මෙතන ඍණ ලකුණක් තියෙන නිසා අපේ ගුණිතේ ඍණ 18යි. ඒ වගේම එතකොට අපේ එකතුව සාධක කියන්නේ රූට්ස් දෙකේ එකතුව වෙන්න ඕනේ ධන 7ක්. එතකොට ගුණිතේ ඍණ 18ක් වෙන්න එකතුව ධන 7ක් වෙන්න අපිට සාධක ඍණ 18ට තියෙන්නේ 18ට තියෙන 6 වරක් 3 ගන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම් 9 වරක් 2. ඒත් අපිට ධන 7 හදාන්න ගුණිතේ ඍණ වෙන්න එකතුව ධන වෙන්න අපිට එතන තියෙන ඕනේ එක වැලියු එකක් ධන වෙන්න ඕනේ අනිත් එක ඍණ වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට ධන වෙන්නේ 9 වරක් 2 ගත්තොත් 9 ධන වෙලා 2 ඍණ වුණොත් අපිට ධන 7 හදන්න පුළුවන්. ඍණ 9 ධන 2 වුණොත් ධන 2 වුණොත් එතන අපිට එන්නේ ඍණ 7. එතකොට ඒක වැරදි. අපේ තියෙන්නේ ධන 7. ඒක නිසා 9 කියන එක තමයි අපේ ධන වැලියු එක වෙලා 2 කියන එක තමයි ඍණ වැලියු එක වෙන්න ඕනේ. 6 වරක් 3 ගත්තොත් අපිට 7 හදන්න බෑ. අපි ඍණ 6 ධන 6 ඍණ 3 ගත්තොත් අපේ එන්නේ ධන 3යි. ඍණ 6 ධන 3 ගත්තොත් ඒත් අපිට එන්නේ ඍණ 3යි. එතකොට අපේ සාධක වෙන්න ඕනේ 9යි ධන 9යි ඍණ 2යි. එතකොට අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් 3යි මූල 2යි 3යි මූල 2යි x වර්ගය අපි ලියනවා 9යි x ඍණ 2යි x ඍණ 3යි මූල 2 සමානයි බිඳුවයි. එතකොට මෙතන අපේ පළවෙනි පද දෙක ගත්තොත් අපිට තියෙන්නේ 3යි මූල 2යි x වර්ගය ධන 9යි x. මෙතන අපිට 3 කියන 3 සහ x එළියට ගන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට අපේ වරහන් ඇතුළේ ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ වර්ගමූල 2යි x ධන 3. මෙතන අපිට තියෙනවා ඍණ 2යි x ඍණ 3යි මූල 2 සමානයි බිඳුවයි. අපි මෙන්න මේ කලින් අපි හදාගත්ත ෆැක්ට් එකේ විදිහට අපිට ඊළඟ එක හදාගන්න අපිට එළියට ගන්න පුළුවන් තියෙන්නේ අපිට මූල 2. දැන් මෙතන 2 කියන එකේ නම් අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් මූල 2 වැඩි කිරීම මූල 2. එතකොට මෙතන මම ලියනවා මෙයා මූල 2 වැඩි කිරීම මූල 2 විදියට. එතකොට මම මූල 2ක් එළියට ගත්තාම ඍණ මූල 2 එළියට ගත්තාම මට මෙතන ඉතුරු වෙනවා තව එක මූලයක් සහ x කියන පදේ. තමයි මෙතන තියෙන්නේ මූල 2යි x. මේ මූල 2 ගත්තාම ඍණත් එළියට ගත්තාම අපේ ඇතුළේ ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ ධන 3. එතකොට අපි මේ විදිහටම අපේ අනිත් ෆැක්ටර් එකත් හදාගත්තා. එතකොට මූල 2යි x ධන 3 අපිට ඉතුරු සාධකය වෙන්නේ එතකොට 3යි x ඍණ මූල 2. එතකොට අපේ ෆැක්ටර්ස් දෙක වෙන්නේ මූල 2යි x ධන 3 සහ 3යි x ඍණ 2 සමානයි බිඳුව. එතකොට මූල 2යි x ධන 3 සමානයි බිඳුව වුණොත් මූල 2යි x සමානයි ඍණ 3. එතකොට x සමානයි ඍණ 3 බෙදීම මූල 2. 3යි x ඍණ මූල 2 සමානයි බිඳුව වුණොත් 3යි x සමානයි මූල 2යි x සමානයි මූල 2 බෙදීම 3යි. මෙතන අපි මතක තියාගන්න ඕන දේ වර්ගමූල වැලියු එක අපි a වර්ගමූල වැලියු එකෙන් වැඩි කරත් අපිට එන්නේ x. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාලට මෙහෙම කියන්න පුළුවන්. අපි වර්ගමූලය කියන්නේ අපි ගන්න පදයක භාගය වැලියු එක. x වල භාගය වැඩි කිරීම x වල භාගය 1. එතකොට අපි දන්නවා මෙතනදී ගුණ කිරීමකදී අපේ බේසය සමාන නිසා අපිට මේ භාගය සහ භාගය එකතු කරන්න පුළුවන්. x වල භාගය ධන භාගය. කියන්නේ x වල පළවෙනි බලය. ඒ කියන්නේ xමයි. වර්ගමූලයම තමයි අපි x වල මේ භාගය වෙනි බලයක් විදිහටත් ලියන්නේ. මෙතනදී මම මූල දෙකක් එළියට ගත්තේ මම මේ දෙක කියන එක කෙනා ලියනවා මූල දෙක වැඩි කිරීම මූල දෙක කියලා. මොකද මම මේ විදිහටම හදා ගන්න ඕනේ නිසා. මූල 2යි x ධන 3 විදිහටම හදා ගන්න ඕනේ නිසා තමයි මම මූල දෙකක් එළියට ගත්තේ. ඒකට අපේ ඇතුලේ ඉතුරු වෙනවා තව මූල දෙකක් සහ x ධන 3ක්. ඒ විදිහට එතන සාධක කරලා තියෙනවා. Here root x can be write as x power half. This is the same. Okay, so if anyone having doubt, ask. Okay. Okay, so shall we move to this question? So here the equation is root 3 x square plus 10x plus 8 root 3 is equal to 0. So this is very much similar to our earlier equation. So give a try. Give me the value for the x. Okay, so what is the answer for this? Did anyone get the answer? If you guys have any doubt, please ask. Okay. Okay, so tell me, when we multiply root 3 into 8 root 3, what is the answer we are getting? මූල 3 වැඩි කිරීම 8යි මූල 3 අපේ අගයන්නේ කීයද? So what is the answer for this? We will do this. You guys. So tell me what is the answer?
24.
24. Okay. So we will check your answer is correct. I'm sorry. So here I will write like this, root 3 into root 3 into 8. So root 3 into root 3 is 3 and 8. Yeah, we are getting the answer 24. So tell me, what are the factors we can get the 24?
Six and 4.
Yeah, 6 and 4 we can have. And again, 8 into 3 we can have. And again, 12 into 2. අපිට 24 හදාන්න පුළුවන් 6 වරක් 4 24යි නැත්නම් 8 වරක් 3 24යි නැත්නම් 12 වරක් 2 24යි. දැන් එතකොට දැන් මෙතන ඉක්වේෂන් එකේ අපිට තියෙන්නේ මූල 3යි x වර්ගයේ ධන 10යි x ධන 8යි මූල 3. So දැන් ගුණිතය අපේ ධන 24ක් වෙන්නත් ඕනේ එකතුව ධන 10ක් වෙන්නත් ඕනේ. එතකොට අපේ නම්බර්ස් දෙකම ධන තියෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට 6 වරක් 4 ගත්තොත් දෙකම ධන වුණාම අපිට 10 හැදෙනවා. අනිත් ඒවත් අපි චෙක් කරොත් 8යි 3යි එකතු වුණොත් 11යි. ඒක වෙන්න බෑ. එතකොට 12යි 2යි එකතු වුණොත් ඒක 14යි. ඒක වෙන්නත් බෑ. බෑ මෙතන ධන ඍණ අවස්ථාවක් එන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද අපේ ගුණිතයක් ධනයි එකතුවක් ධනයි. ඒක නිසා අපේ සාධකය වෙනවනේ 6 වරක් 4. Okay. So the multiplication is plus 24 and the summation should be plus 10. So 6 plus 4 is 10, 8 plus 3 is 11. So this cannot be. And again 12 plus 2 is 14 and this cannot be. So our answer, the factors are 6 and 4. Okay, so let's do. So here root 3 x square plus 6 x plus 4 x plus 8 root 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so here we will get the root 3x. So we are having here x and here 6 can be write as 3 into 2 and again root 3 into root 3 into 2. So I take 1 root 3. So we are having the remaining 2 root 3. Okay. And plus 4x. 4x plus 8 root 3. Okay. So then I will take 4. And in the brackets we are having x and again 2 root 3 is there. Is equal to 0. Okay. Now write x plus 2 root 3 and the other factor is root 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. So our x plus 2 root 3 can be 0. So then x is minus 2 root 3. Yeah. And if not, our root 3x plus 4 is 0. So x equals minus 4 divided by root 3. Okay. So somebody got the answer, any different answer or any clarification you need to do? If you have any doubt, please ask. It's okay. Did anyone got the answer here? Okay. Okay, so shall we do this question also? This question number 3, x square minus 4 2 root 2 x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so give to idea. මෙතනදී idea එක අපි factors හදාන්නේ අපි x square එකේ root 3යි වර්ගමූල 3යි 8යි වර්ගමූල 3යි අපි වැඩි කරන්නේ. උතර වර්ගමූල 3 වැඩි කිරීම 8යි මූල 3 මම මේක ආපහු ලිව්වා. ඔයාලට ලේසි වෙන්න වර්ගමූල 3 වැඩි කිරීම වර්ගමූල 3 වැඩි කිරීම 8. ඒ වර්ගමූල 3 වැඩි වුණාම අපිට එන ආන්සර් එක 3යි. සහ 8. එතකොට 8 වරක් 3 අපිට එන්නේ 24යි. ඊට පස්සේදී අපි බලනවා 24 සාධක මොනවාද? අපේ ගුණිතේ 24ක් වෙන්නත් ඕනේ. එකතු අපේ ධන 10ක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට 24 අපි සාධක බැලුවොත් අපිට තියෙනවා 6 වරක් 4 නැත්නම් 8 වරක් 3 නැත්නම් 12 වරක් 1. ඒ තුන අපිට 24 හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. මෙතනදී අපේ ෆැක්ටර්ස් දෙකේ ගුණිතය ධන ලකුණක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේම මේ ෆැක්ටර්ස් දෙක එකතු කරාමත් අපිට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ ධන ලකුණක්. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ දෙකම අපේ ධන වෙන්න ඕනේ. ෆැක්ටර්ස් දෙකම ධන වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඍණ වුණොත් අපේ ගුණිතය ඍණ වෙනවා. ඒක නිසා තමයි අපි කියන්නේ මෙතන අපේ එතකොට ඒක අපි මෙතන සාධක අපේ එතකොට දෙකම ධන වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට 6 වරක් 4 ගත්තොත් දෙකම ධන වුණොත් අපිට 10ක් එනවා. එතකොට අපි මෙතන සාධක ලිව්වොත් මූල 3x වර්ගයේ ධන 6x ධන 4x ධන 8යි මූල 3 එතකොට අපි ලියන්න පුළුවන් මූල 3x වර්ගයේ ධන 6x ධන 4x ධන 8යි මූල 3 සමානයි 0යි. දැන් මෙතනදී මම මූල 3x කියන එකේ නම් මේ පළවෙනි පද දෙකෙන් එළියට ගන්නවා. මූල 3x එළියට ගත්තාම අපිට මෙතන මූල 3x වර්ගයේ ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ x. 6x ගෙන් අපි බෙදනවා මූල 3යි x කියන එකේන. x ට x කැපෙනවා 6 කියන එකේන අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන් 3 වරක් 2. මූල 3 අපි බෙදනවා. මෙතන 3 ලියනවා මූල 3 වැඩි කිරීම මූල 3 කිරීම 2 බෙදීම මූල 3 මේ මූල 3 කැපිලා ගියාම අපිට වරහන් ඇතුළේ ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ එතකොට 2යි මූල 3 කියන කොටස. ඊට පස්සේදී අපිට ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ මේ ඉක්වේෂන් එකේ 4x ධන 8යි මූල 3. 4 කියන එකේන අපිට එළියට ගන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට පළවෙනි එකේ අපිට ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ 4x ගෙන් අපි 4 එළියට ගත්තාම අපිට ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ x විතරයි. x ඊට පස්සේදී අපිට තියෙන්නේ 8යි මූල 3. 8යි මූල 3 මම 4ක් එළියට ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මම 4ෙන් බෙදනවා කියන අදහස. එතකොට 4 වරක් 1යි 2යි. එතකොට අපිට එතන ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ 2යි මූල 3. 2යි මූල 3 සමානයි 0යි. එතකොට අපේ දැන් ෆැක්ටර් එකේ අපිට පොදු තියෙනවා x ධන 2යි මූල 3. එතකොට අනිත් අපිට ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ මූල 3යි x ධන 4 සමානයි 0යි. එතකොට අපේ x ධන 2යි මූල 3 බිඳුව වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් අපේ මූල 3යි x ධන 4 බිඳුවක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට x ධන 2යි මූල 3 සමානයි 0 නම් අපේ x කියන්නේ ඍණ 2යි මූල 3යි. මූල 3යි x ධන 4 සමානයි 0යි නම් එතකොට අපිට මූල 3යි x සමානයි ඍණ 4යි x සමානයි ඍණ 4 බෙදීම මූල 3යි. ඒ විදිහට අපිට දැන් සාධක කඩන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. බලමු ඊළඟ question එක. So our other question x square minus 4 root 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so what is the answer for this question? Okay, so I will give a help for you guys help. So here our equation is x square minus 4 root 2x plus 6. So here the multiplication should be 6 plus 6 and the summation should be minus 4 root 2. So we have to get a root in here. So the factors we can get 3 into 2. Okay, so I write 2 as root 2 into root 2. So together 3 root 2 into root 2. We are having 6. So our multiplication should be 6 and summation should be minus 4 root 2. Okay. So if we consider two factors, the multiplication is plus and the summation is minus. So then it could have minus, minus into minus plus, minus plus minus is minus. So 3 root 2 minus the 2, the both should be minus. The one factor, one root is minus 3 root 2. The other root is minus root 2. Okay, so now I have found you guys the what are the roots. So tell me what are the values for the x. මෙතන අපේ ගුණිතයේ තියෙන ධන 6යි. එතකොට ධන 6ට අපි සාධක කඩන්න පුළුවන් 3 වරක් 2. හැබැයි මෙතන අපිට පේනවා එකතු කරාම සාධක දෙකේ එකතුවේ වර්ගමූල දෙකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට අපි මේ දෙක කියන එකේන අපිට root එක හදා ගන්න ඕන නිසා අපිට එයා කියන්න පුළුවන් වර්ගමූල දෙක වැඩි කිරීම වර්ගමූල දෙක. එතකොට 3යි වර්ගමූල දෙක වැඩි කිරීම මූල දෙක ගන්න පුළුවන්. අපේ ගුණිතය ධන 6යි එකතුව ඍණ 4යි මූල 2යි. ඒතර ගුණිතේ ධන වෙන්නත් එකතුව ඍණ වෙන්නත් අපේ සාධක දෙකම ඍණ වෙන්න ඕනි. ඍණ වැඩි කිරීම ඍණ ධනයි, ඍණ එකතු කිරීම ඍණ ඍණයි. ඒතර අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් ඍණ මූල 3යි මූල 2යි ඍණ මූල 2යි. එකතු වෙනවා අපිට ඍණ 4යි මූල 2. ගුණිතය ගත්තොත් ඍණ වරක් ඍණ ධන 3 වැඩි කිරීම මූල 2 වැඩි කිරීම මූල 2 කියන්නේ 3 වරක් 2 ඒ කියන්නේ 6යි. හරි. එතකොට අපිට question එක හදාගෙන යන්න පුළුවන් x වර්ගය ඍණ 3යි මූල 2 නැත්නම් x වර්ගය ඍණ මූල 2යි x ඍණ 3යි මූල 2යි x ධන 6 සමානයි 0යි. මේ පද දෙක ගත්තොත් අපිට x කියන එක නා පොදුයි. එතන මගේ වරහන ඇතුළේ එනවා x අඩු කිරීම මූල 2යි. දැන් මම අනිත් එකත් මේ විදිහටම හදා ගන්න මම ඍණ ලකුණ එළියට ගන්නවා. ඒ වගේම 3යි මූල 2 අපිට එළියට ගන්නවා. ඒතකොට ඇතුළේ ඉතුරු වෙනවා x 6 කියන එක නා ඊළඟට මම 3යි මූල 2කින් බෙදනවා. ඒතකොට මෙතන 3 වරක් 2 2 බෙදීම මූල 2 2 කියන්නේ මූල 2 වැඩි කිරීම මූල 2 බෙදීම මූල 2යි. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ මූල 2. මෙතන ධන ඍණ මූල 2 සමානයි 0යි. ඒතර අපේ එක ෆැක්ටර් එකක් වෙනවා x අඩු කිරීම මූල 2 සහ x අඩු කිරීම 3යි මූල 2 සමානයි 0යි. එතකොට x ඍණ මූල 2 සමානයි 0යි. නැත්නම් අපේ x ඍණ 3යි මූල 2 සමානයි 0යි. එතකොට x සමානයි මූල 2යි නැත්නම් අපේ x සමානයි 3යි මූල 2යි. So here p plus 6 I write it as 3 into 2 and 2 write as root 2 into root 2 and I the multiplication should be plus 6 and the multiplication plus 6 and summation is minus 4 root 2x. Okay. So then I get the roots as minus 3 root 2 and minus root 2. So I write it x square minus root 2x minus 3 root 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. So in these two, I take the x and the factor in the bracket it's having x minus root 2. And again here to make the factor like this, I take the 3 root 2 into the right, and I write 3 root 2 in the brackets. I will have x and I have to divide 6 by 3 root 2. So here 1 and here 2. Sorry. So here I get in the answer 2 divided by root 2. So 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2 and divided by 2. So root 2 is cutting and we are having root 2. So the factors we can write x minus root 2 and the other factor is x minus 3 root 2 is equal to 0. So x minus root 2 is 0 or x minus 3 root 2 is 0. So here x is root 2, it is 1 root and the other one is 3 root 2. Okay, so likewise, we can factorize the quadratic equation and find the values. Okay, so if you guys have any doubt, please ask. ඔයාලට කොතන හරි නොතේරෙන තැනක් තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න. වර්ගමූල ඇතුලේ ඔයාලට මොනවාද තේරෙන්නේ නැති මොනවාරි points තියෙනවා නම් you can ask. Okay. We will start the other section on next week lecture. Only next week I will complete today's lecture up to this. On the factorization method of the quadratic equation. So if you have any doubt from today's lecture, please ask. You can put a message and even ask. It's okay. If you guys don't have any doubt, shall we wind up today's session? It's okay. No doubts, right? So you guys know everything. Okay. I made a Google Classroom, right? මම Google Classroom එකක් ඔයාලට හැදුවා නේද maths වලට? Can somebody answer please?
Yes, madam.
හැදුවනේ? මම share කරා මං හිතන්නේ කලින් lecture එකනේ. මම හැදුවා. Yeah. You can in the group you can find the invitation is there in the chat box is there in WhatsApp. You can check it and enroll for that. I think I prepare. Yeah, I prepared. Yeah, I will put the lecture slide in today and the recording I will try to put today. I'm not sure about that. I will put I put the presentation now. Okay, so shall we wind up today's session? Then you can put the attendance for the chat box.